Hey folks, thanks for tuning in. Apologies for my voice. I'm kind of fighting a little cold that I inherited from my wife. But I was trying to stay off recording. But right now, the coolest thing just happened that I would say, and again, excuse the candy in my mouth, is the coolest thing just happened that I would say only in Japan. There's so many of those only in Japan moments. So the other day we got two letters, and again my wife is not feeling very well either, and it happens to be the road tax for our vehicles. So if you're not familiar, here in Japan, you have to pay the road tax. And if you have been tuning in before, you know I had a little K truck, and recently I bought this one right there, a new one, and so anyway, so we had to pay the road tax for that. But so the other day we got two letters, and my wife opened them both, because we, thought they were ours, and realized that one of them was not ours. It was someone else's, the neighbors down the street. So we accidentally opened that one. And then on top of that, when she went to pay, is here in Japan, it's really cool. You could just go to any convenience store, and talk about convenience. You just go to the convenience store and pay your bills. And so she went, and then she accidentally paid the other people's road tax too. But that was a different story. Why she did that, I don't know. But again, she's not feeling well. And anyway, so no big deal. We got our money back from the person that we paid. But what I'm trying to get at is this coolest thing is that the postman, the mailman came, and he has to talk to my wife. Usually, they would just give me the mail, or they put it in the box or whatever, or have me sign it, whatever the case may be. But this time this guy asked to speak to my wife, and I just kind of walked away, and I came back to him bowing deeply. So if you know anything about the customs in Japan, it depends on the degree of the bow, is how much you're apologizing, or you are, giving respect, whatever the case may be, right? So between friends, just a little, But when you're really, really trying to apologize or whatever, it is a deep bow. So he was on this fifth or sixth one. I was like, what in the world is going on? So then I realized, oh, he must have been the guy that delivered the wrong mail. And that is just so cool here in Japan. And then he presented her with a gift, a simple gift, but still, it's just the thought counts. And oh, by the way, these guys come in little scooters. They're all over the place. Whether it's raining, freezing cold, whatever the case may be, they're out there busting their butts off. So nothing but respect for them. And late in the evening and weekends as well. So, I lived in the United States for many years, and I know how it is in the United States. You get all the time, and they can give two, you know what, if they deliver the wrong mail. And I'm sorry if there are any mail people subscribe. My apologies, but yeah, it was just so cool seeing them do that. But check out this gorgeous. The roses. If you have been following us last year in the middle of the summer, it was hot as heck. I built this arch, and then I've been watching them grow, and wow, look at this, looking absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, and by the way, we got a new garage door, or garage doors. Really excited about that. It's been wide open for the past 2 years. We've been living here 2 years. Traffic and everything. Never had anything stolen. Never really worried about it, but it was splashed, and water would get in, and the cats will get in, and all that kind of stuff. So it was just, we had to get around to it. So they did it yesterday. Unfortunately, I was not able to film because they came while I was at work, and they're gone while I was at work. But yeah, look at these beautiful roses. And I'm also today, tomorrow, again, taking it easy, still continue working on here, my little Japanese garden. And I'm doing a little twist here, so the thoughts have been evolving, and I was going to do the whole Zen rock thing here and that type of stuff, but I wanted to put some color into this place. So got this hibachi. I talked about it before. Drilled a hole. Hibachi is basically where they would burn charcoal back in the older days, and to kind of keep you a little bit warm. Drilled a hole and planted some flowers in there. And so what I want to do this weekend is get around to planting all the floss moss around the edge right here. And I already planted about 12 inches apart, a group right here, and a little mini rows there, some more here, and I'll be doing some more on this side as well. And I want to just kind of like this whole area. Unfortunately, the season when they're blooming is rather short, but boy, is it gorgeous when you're driving around, walk around, and you see it. And I just want that 2-week period where it turns, bright, different colors. Just imagine what it will look like right here. Still work on that. The clover and grass hopefully is coming along. And I was just looking at the net over for my what do you call it, cherries that I put over the tree came off a little. I kind of wondering if the birds, is there a bird trapped in there? If the birds pulled it back. I'm looking. No, okay, there. Well, the little brown spot right there. Therefore, man, I thought there was a poor little bird stuck in there. But yeah, let's go look down there real quick. I'm okay with sharing, but boy, they don't share. And I think they're pretty ripe. Probably wait a couple more days. Let's see, let's come over here and check them out. Oh, yeah, look at this. Yeah, they're looking good. Not very much because I trimmed this way down. So I don't know if the birds are gonna excuse me, are going to get in there or not. Next year I need to cut them down even shorter, I think. That's a horrible job right there with the plums. Yeah, horrible job. I need some pointers, folks. Yeah, because the birds would come and they'll eat them, and then like on the plums, because they're really big, they'll only eat like half, and then they'll go off to another one. I was like, at least eat the whole thing, But yeah, I don't know. And then got around to mowing this is kind of borrowed property from the gentleman that lives down the street. He let us borrow it for free, quite frankly, and I just maintain it. So maybe next year, he said you can use it for whatever you want. So maybe next year I might plant some watermelon cantaloupe right there. And but this is going to be my wood shed and wood chopping area as well. There's no electricity, but I could probably put solar there or something. And I also ordered on Amazon Japan a wood splitter. I mean, I'm okay with doing it all by hand, but I mean, like these right here with these knots, boy, they're almost impossible. Plus, I mean, you need to make your life a little bit easier. I need to get around to burning this. But yeah, I have a good pile of wood. This lid, and you probably saw the other one on the fire pit that's over there. Actually, that's one of the projects I'm probably gonna start working soon. There's a local guy makes these right here, and then of course lids, and these are out of I think water tanks. And the other day I stopped by and just curious and asked him if he was the one that made them, and told him that eventually I want to have some lids made. And he asked me, where do you live? And I told him, oh, it used to be Mr. Shigemura-san's old house. And it's like, oh, yeah, that house. Then he insinuated that. He's like, yeah, you did an extensive renovation, didn't you? I was like, yeah. Anyway, so he knew exactly where I lived. And one day he just showed up. And what's going on over there? One day he just showed up, took measurements. The next week he just showed up, presented me with 2 lids. We never, discussed pricing or anything like that, but he charged me 6,000 yen. So, what is that? $45 or something like that for 2, but really well made. Let me just walk back to my little fire pit so I can talk about that. And again, huffing and puffing a little from this cold here. But what I really like is this one over here. It's going to be, I think, a rather unique fire pit. I think it's going to be kind of cool looking. And he drilled like these holes here. So here in the back of my truck, I just went to the store, bought some bricks and stuff, and start the layout. Oh, and I bought some lime and lemon. I also tried to go to the recycle center. So folks, if you're going to buy a property in Japan, you're probably going to find a lot of remnants. And this was from that woodshed, talking about cleaning it up. So the one place I just went to a minute ago, that's only for non-combustible stuff. And this, I need to take it to another place. And the tire, I need to take it to a different place. So yes, it is very, let's say the least, frustrating trying to get rid of garbage here in Japan. Whether it's expensive or not, that's up for debate. Depends on what it is. But the tire, it's probably going to cost me more than a new tire to throw it away. But anyways, yeah, I just want to talk about that little story about the mailman. I think that was really cool. What are y'all thoughts? All right, folks, have a great day, great weekend. Let me get to this and kind of sweat this out. See you later. Bye.